difficulty shaving their legs. And by the way, for men as well, if you have to shave your back, because this telescopes, guys, anywhere from those 15 to 20 inches in the length. If you have dexterity issues, if you have mobility issues, if you just can't bend over the way you used to, you have to stay with us for this presentation. Now, Catherine's a registered nurse with many years of experience. James, you are a firefighter and paramedic by trade as well.
Former firefighter, paramedic, yes.
What an amazing invention you guys came up with.
Thank you so much.
Tell us all about it.
Well, we years ago, we had a friend of ours who used to tape razors to a stick and coat hangers and whatever he could to shave his own back.
Yeah.
And he was living with us for a short time, and he would also ask Kat to help him shave his legs once in a while. Or shave his back, not his legs.
Right.
God forbid. And
Who's that?
Yeah. And
It's their first
he's not a
time
good friend. He's not a good friend anymore.
Sorry, Jeff.
But he asked us to help him take his idea to market, and with our medical expertise, we kind of decided to research the market, and we figured out that there wasn't anything out there for women with these flexibility and mobility problems, and the Giraffe was born.
Okay, so when you guys were at the final audition process, I told you guys when I was expecting the twins, I was ginormous. I could not, so what did Leslie do? I took a back scratcher, electrical tape, I taped a razor, and let me tell you, it wasn't the safest option. You guys thought of everything, because not only does this telescope, but it's customizable as well.
Right, it articulates, correct.
So tell us all about and how it's customizable.
Well, you want to
show us how it works, yeah.
Well, first you have a telescoping handle, so you just push this button and the handle telescopes 15 to 20 inches.
Yeah.
And that's obviously nice because you don't have to bend over to shave your legs. You can get all the way down to your ankles without having to shave, without having to bend over.
Right, eliminates bending at the waist, and it makes shaving safe by keeping both feet firmly on the floor when you're shaving.
Right, and that's the thing. You don't have to put your leg up on a stool, right? You know what? That's just not dangerous. You can go ahead and simply keep both feet on the floor, you guys. This is such a genius invention and breakthrough for all those people that really stopped shaving years ago because they just didn't feel secure anymore.
Right, and now there's an option to shave your legs safely and comfortably.
Yeah, it's during that second and third trimester of pregnancy, well, for pregnant women at least, the second trimester of pregnancy where you start to have the back pain. We actually have Kristen, who actually she's a few months along. She actually just says she's just too tired to shave.
Right.
And so this just makes it a lot easier, much more simple. All you do is push a couple of buttons to articulate the head so you can customize your flexibility.
Right.
And these actually this is a large head also. This is the large attachment.
Yeah.
And you also have the small attachment. Kat has the large here.
So let's show that because everybody is getting their razor extension handle. Everybody will get the small attachment, and remember when you go ahead and push that in, you can basically fit any or a multitude of razors, even the most premium, in there, and it grips it. That's not going anywhere.
That's right.
And then you're also getting the large attachment as well, right, guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you get the large, the small.
Right.
And the small is nice. This is actually in there really firm, which is nice. So that's what you want. And then it also fits men's razors. So if you have a men's razor, some women use men's razors. Or like you said, if your husband or boyfriend is shaving his own back, you can you push this lever. You see the spring-loaded contraption here, and you just insert the razor, and then you let go.
And this is
there you go.
And that's it.
It just snaps on the head.
Remember, you're not only telescoping the handle, you're also customizing because it also bends as well for your comfort, right?
To help maximize your flexibility, so you can get the back of your legs.
Right.
You know.
And the key here to all this customization is that, you know, whether it's pregnancy or if someone has back pain or they just have poor grip strength, it's hard to hold the small razors. A lot of women have joint pain, grips problems. Now you can just safely and comfortably and independently. What we're trying to do is give independence back. Both of us being in the healthcare industry, that's when we're with people at their worst, in their worst moment. And they don't want us there if we don't have to be there.
Of course.
And so for a woman to have her independence and just be able to do this in the privacy of her own home, her own bathroom, and do it herself without asking a husband to shave their legs when they're pregnant. Or
you don't want to burden anyone.
You know. And you know what? It's almost like you get your confidence back. You know, if you do have dexterity issues and maybe you can't hold on to a small razor, or maybe you can't bend over at the waist anymore, or maybe you are expecting a baby and a precious little bundle and you got that big old belly. This is basically giving you that extra hand to go ahead and reach those places, but more importantly, keeping you safe because you've got your feet planted on the ground.
And also it broadens your options for wearing more comfortable clothing, because now you can, when you shave your legs, you're going to want to wear a swimsuit if you're pregnant. And go out and spend more time with the kids, or wear shorts or a dress. You you're not so limited.
That's correct. And so remember, everybody is getting the small head, so the small universal razor attacher.
Right.
Remember, so maybe the tinier ones or maybe even the men's ones will go ahead and fit in there. Did I flip it the other way? There you go. See, there it is. And everybody is getting the large attachment as well for the bigger kind of clunkier razors. Maybe it's the odd looking ones or the bigger ones. You can go ahead.
Other way.
Okay. First day on the new job. And then you can go ahead and pop that in there. But you know what's nice is that this is not slipping and sliding, because with my contraption, you guys, where were you guys when I needed you?
I know.
With my contraption and my electrical tape, that razor was moving back and forth, but I didn't care because I wanted smooth legs, right?
That's right.
This is genius.
The large attachment, even if you have one of the bigger razors that holds the batteries, the large attachment, you just push the lever, you insert your razor, and it holds it. So it can be from as long as, the main thing with all the razors, whether they're disposable or reusable, as long as you have these rubber tacky grips, it's going to hold it. So, and also, just because you have the large attachment, if you have a small razor and it fits the large attachment, it still may slide right out. Well, that means just go to the small attachment. That means once you get, and there's instructions on the back of the box and all the compatible razors. So if you have a razor that is a little smaller, even though it fits in the large attachment, if it's a little loose, just go to the small attachment. This one's a little firm, but once it's in there, it's not going anywhere, and you're locked in and you can shave safely.
The product is really well made. You know, it's not like my contraption that I created. I can tell you guys put a lot of love. And I can tell you guys, I mean, you're a registered nurse by trade, you are a retired firefighter, paramedic, and so more than 30 years combined in the healthcare, personal care industry. This is genius, because you're giving people their mobility, their independence back.
Absolutely. We like to say that it helps to bridge the gap from dependency to self-sufficiency.
And you can see Kristen here, she's not bending at all. And she's able to get all the way down to her ankle with keeping both feet on the floor. And so for pregnant women, you definitely don't want to be shaving with one foot up on a ledge or hiked up at all. You want to keep your balance, keep your you know, a lot of women, actually Kristen even said, I haven't shaved for a couple of weeks since I've gotten my second trimester, but she's been dizzy before. And your blood pressure changes, and when you bend over, even to tie your shoes, pregnant women get dizzy. So you want to keep both feet on the ground and make it as easy as possible.
So you're seeing, even in this demonstration video, the woman in the video before, I mean, she was doing it in her RV. So you don't need this major setup to go ahead and shave comfortably, right?
It could be a small shower in your RV, or when you're on a cruise ship.
The only assembly, I'm sorry, yes, the cruise ships, small bathrooms.
It's okay.
And so watch this too, because look at all the reach. I mean, if I wanted to, or I don't have to shave my back.
She doesn't have
to. but if you're a gentleman out there and maybe you have lost your mobility, your dexterity, and you don't want to ask your wife or your partner or your friends to help you shave your back. I know we're heading into spring and summer. You want to have those smooth legs and that smooth back, right?
And that's where that 90-degree angle is good for that, because now you can come from here to the side and get that little spot that's hard to reach. For the guys.
Okay, so everybody, final 2 minutes in the presentation. This is our launch here of the Giraffe Razor Extension. And remember, tell me again how long it extends, because it's anywhere from
15 to 20 inches.
15 to 20 inches.
So I've got it at full extension here, or you can go ahead and keep it nice and compact. Look at how well made this is. In and out, slides beautifully. You can go ahead and customize for your comfort. Remember, switching out the heads, you guys even made that easy. It's just a little pop of a button.
This is a quick release button. You don't have to have a lot of strength or great dexterity to use this. The handle just snaps on. You push the button to change the heads. And also, these are just 2 spring-loaded buttons. And this is all a patent. We have a utility patent and a design patent.
Congratulations. Thank you. The utility patent just came in, I believe, last week. Is that correct?
And
so
you can't get this anywhere else.
That's it.
HSN, and no one else sells this product, the Giraffe. And it makes everything easier, simpler. It makes you want to shave your legs when most women don't want to shave their legs.
By the way, you could do this if I wanted to, if I was sitting, if I was laying down, you know, maybe if you can't even sit up.
You don't have to be standing in the shower.
Or in the tub.
Another thing, you know, when women get their hair treated, whether it's color or certain things like that, they can't get their hair wet for 2 or 3 days. So when you bend over in the shower to shave your legs, you get your hair wet, but you still may want to shave your legs.
I know.
I've been married for a while. So that's another thing that helps. You know, the Giraffe will help with. You don't have to get your hair wet in order to shave your legs. But definitely sitting on the edge of a tub, or sitting in the tub, or sitting on a shower chair or a leg, you can still do it that way. It's not all about standing in pregnant women. It can be.
So a final couple of seconds. You're $7 on a credit card to try to get it home. If you know that person that's been struggling, that maybe they're under the weather or feeling a little blue because they have lost dexterity and they have, you know, lost their maybe quality of life, or maybe they just can't do the things they wanted to do. This is like an extra hand, right when you need it most, from the most adorable couple, by the way, that has spent their lives giving and helping others. So we're so honored to have you here at HSN.
Thank you so much for having us. It's been great.
Thank you. Get yours while you can. Item 542662. We're going to take a moment to check in with Adam. More amazing brand new inventions coming your way on the Monday Night Show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Leslie.